Hey, y'all. No, nobody. There's nobody here except me. And Brian. Brian's here. People are going to be filtering in and out, I'm sure. It don't matter. I don't care. We'll do it live. Hey, Brian, how are you doing today? No. He said no. Oh, so I don't know if it's not 2:00 yet. So
there's 4 people there.
Hey there, northwest to southwest. What is your name? My name is Pam. Oh my gosh. I'm not nervous at all. I'll get used to it eventually. I am better than I used to be, but is it 2 yet? Let's see. I didn't want to start. I have a couple of Terry and Michelle. Okay, so there's a few people that I have talked to. There's a lot of people that are planning on buying land out here. I know. I remember now. So you guys have land here in where we live. I remember now, Terry and Michelle. Okay, thanks for stopping by. So I guess I had a couple of people asking me about my eyeball. It is better. It's still a little bit red, but it's not as red as it was, and it's not as, doesn't burn and hurt like it did. Hey, it's Nona Grace, Brian. Hi there. Thanks for coming in. As you can see, I'm not like supernatural on camera. But anyway, so I had put something on Facebook about that I was going to do live, and had a couple of people ask me some questions on there so I could have something to talk about. And one of the questions was how old I am. So I am 55, I believe. I was born in 1965. It's hard to do a live. Yes, it is. I don't know why. It's really not that different than filming a video and putting it out. But if you've noticed, I normally just videotape, and then I can edit out the parts where I mess up. So yeah, I used to think that 50 was old, but now I realize that it's not. Plus, Brian is sitting over there. Brian's sitting over there probably judging me as he does. Are you judging me?
Yeah.
Of course you are. Nona Grace is going to be 69. I always say, at least I'm not 87. That's what my dad is. I ask him, oh yeah, that reminds me, I need to call my dad today. I really want to, 50 is just getting started. That is true. And I'm very lucky that I feel pretty good most of the time. I complain a lot. And those who know me well know that I love to complain about. It's not that I love to complain. It's just that anything that I feel, I like to talk about my feelings. I am really sensitive, and everything about me is sensitive, like my eyes, my nose, my ears. He's not really judging me. He's actually doing Spanish. He has one headphone. Why do you only have one headphone in?
So I can hear you and judge you.
He wants to hear me and judge me and do Spanish at the same time. I don't know if you can hear it, but the wind is also 50 miles an hour. Gusts of 50 miles an hour today. I also have my water here because I don't want my mouth to be too dry. I don't like to touch my mouth to it, so I go like this. Oh, my water bottle matches my shirt. Remember 50, I was still not wearing glasses and my hair wasn't as gray. I actually used to wear glasses, and they were big, thick Coke bottle lenses. And now I just have to wear reading glasses because I had LASIK eye surgery about 20 years ago. And when I had it done, they had my eye on a big screen. And so I was in the back, and Brian could watch it being done, like close up of my eyeball being cut open and whatever they do to your eyeball. And I think, wasn't Taylor watching too? My daughter was like 5 years old at the time. I do remember that because we picked her up from kindergarten, and then they got to watch me getting LASIK done on my eyeball. No, I had both eyes done, not just that. I feel like I just hit my groove. I feel more confident, I think, than I did when I was younger, because I don't know why I always had low self-esteem. Maybe who's to blame for it? My siblings? No, because we were always fighting and beating each other up, and my dad would always yell at us and call us names, and both my parents, but it's not their fault. It's just me. Oh yeah, I kind of zoned out there for a second. So somebody asked me, my friend Craig asked me what's going on with the pizza oven. So the pizza oven has like one layer on it. Thank you, Nona Grace. You're very attractive too. So Craig asked me about the pizza oven, which is outside, and I'm making it out of clay and straw, and what else? Clay and straw and sand. And it's in the process of being built. It's not complete. So I did a video on it on MidlifePrices, and the opening was not big enough. And anyway, I need to go out there and put another layer on it, but it's so windy, and lately I've been sleeping very late. My goal is to get up and get going earlier again. So I want to finish it possibly next week. I'm working on a big rock also for Craig and Nikki. They're building it's called an earth ship out in Bisbee, and I do have some videos on that on this channel. And I don't want to say too much, because I used to be in Toastmasters, and they would give you the buzzer if you said and it makes it very difficult to speak. Let's see. I plan on trying to finish the pizza oven next week. So I'll put the outer layer, the other outer layer on. Then it's got sand inside of it, and that's what holds its shape. So I'll have to dig all that out, and then I'll see if I'm able to light a fire in it, because last time it would not hold the fire, or the fire wouldn't stay lit. Okay, there is one question I got from Dave on Facebook. Dave is Craig's brother, and he asks, asks, let's see, I'm going to need my glasses to read this because I can't remember it. What is the average airspeed of the coconut-laden African swallow? And I figured out pretty quick that this was a trick question because Dave is Craig's brother, and they're both very comedic. They're both comedian, or they're wannabe comedians. Anyway, the answer to that question is it's not possible because the African and the European swallow are too weak to carry the coconuts. It's not possible. And that's actually from a movie. It's a movie reference. Can you guess? Does anyone know what movie it's from? I won't say what movie it's from. So if other people go and watch this live later on, then you can let me know in the comments if you figure it out. I had to go and look it up because I did, even though I've seen that movie many times. Okay, so I put an Instagram post that said I was going to do this, and I put I used a filter. It said, "Why are you on?" And Jim asked me, "Why are you on fire?" And the answer was because it was a filter, and I liked it, and that's why I was on fire. Is the wind normal for this time of year? I would say it's a little early. Usually in March, it starts up being very, very windy. What would you say, Brian, for this time of year? Did the gale force winds come early this year? You can probably hear it. The trailer is actually moving. It's very strong winds. I texted my son and I said, "Hey, I'm fixing to go live. Come on there and ask me some questions."
He's asleep.
Is it? No, he's not asleep right now. I have 2 kids, by the way, and they live in Mesa, Arizona. Taylor is 25 and Tim is 26. And Taylor works at Taco Bell. She's been working at Taco Bell for like 10 years, but she's been going to school for how long? How many years has she been going to school, Brian? She's been in college for like 7 years. A long time. Eventually she'll finish though. That's the goal. And Timmy already got Tim. He doesn't, I don't know if he really likes to be called Timmy, but oh, hey, Don. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing very well, but I have to stay inside today because the winds are so annoying. I tried to go for a walk and it was so cold. I did go for a little walk and I went into the wash because it was kind of protected down there from the wind and it was a little warmer down there. The eye is better. It's still red, but not as red as it was. It's all on this side right here. And I had this before. I went to an eye doctor and they said it will go away on its own, but it can last up to a month. And I've had, ever since I had LASIK eye surgery, I have very dry eyes. So I use just, those lubrication drops and I've been using ice pack, and then I've been taking ibuprofen. So it doesn't hurt as bad. At the end of the day, though, it'll get a little bit achy. But apparently this happens in old people. It's more common in old people. Okay, so I had a couple other questions, like how we got started here. We've been out here in March 5th. Next week, it will be 3 years that we've been here. The way we got started here was, well, we lived in Chandler, Arizona for 17 years. I'm sorry. We lived in the same house for 17 years, right? 17 years? But I moved from Texas to Arizona, when I was pregnant with Taylor. So I've lived in Arizona 25 years. Um, I used to be a secretary a long time ago in Texas, and Brian is Brian is actually my third husband. So I was married for 3 years when I was 19, and that did not go too well. It was rough. Let's put it that way. We were both young and stupid, and that lasted 3 years. Then I met my second husband when I was a secretary. His name was Cam, and we they were always forwarding Cam's calls to me because Cam and Pam sound alike. So um, that's how I met him. And then so he is Tim and Taylor's dad. And then I moved here when I was pregnant with Taylor, and Timmy he wasn't even 2 years old. So that was real fun. I had two in diapers at one time. And then I was married to Cam for 7 years, and I met Brian through volleyball, and we've been together for over 20 years, but we've been married almost 18 years. In May, it'll be 18 years, and we are going to Mexico for our anniversary. So the way Brian and I got together was through volleyball. We both used to really love to play volleyball. I always loved it, but I was never just like as aggressive as everyone else. But I still like to play, and I would get yelled at a lot by my teammates because sometimes I didn't go for the ball. And Brian was one of those. He's very competitive, and so was Cam too. Cam's the one that taught me how to play volleyball. Anyway, I tend to go off on tangents a lot, so sorry about that. Shut up, Brian. Where was I? Oh, I was talking about how do we get here? I met Brian. We lived in an apartment, and then we lived in a house. He went from a house to an apartment, and a 3-bedroom house on the west side of Phoenix. Is that right? West side? Yeah. And it was real tiny, or he went to a real tiny apartment, and I couldn't believe that he got all of his stuff into that apartment. But then we moved into a house, and that's where we lived for 17 years. I worked at a health club in the child care, and also like training people on the equipment. Let's see. Don says, I'm making a super fun property address sign. You know what's weird is I'm painting a big rock right now, and did I already say that? I said I was painting a big rock for Craig and Nikki. It's a 4x4 post that is 8 feet tall with a cross piece. Stood up beside my cottage thinking no problem today. Oh, the wind blew his sign down. You know what I had Brian do? This giant rock is actually in here, and it probably weighs at least 150 pounds. And Brian got it up the steps. He's very strong. Strong, wait, what is it? Strong like bull. Strong like bull? Is that what it is? He's got nice muscles. He's only 46 years old. So Don, you might want to bring your sign up and prop it up against the wall to paint it. Is it going to have like really cool colors and stuff on it, Don? I'm saying again. I need you to have a buzzer, and you can like buzz me every time I say it. So let's see. It's gorgeous. Oh, your sign? Is that what I assume you're talking about your sign. Beautiful photo of my blue grosbeak hangs off of it with my name under. Oh, that'd be cool. I didn't know you were an artist. Oh, sorry. I I understand now. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I hope you filmed the process. I say to edit edit them out when I make my videos. Um, I usually edit out all of the ums and when I'm like "Durr." I should have told Taylor, my little Taylor, but she's probably working. Oh, I would love to see some of your art on your channel, Dawn. Maybe you could maybe like throw them in at the beginning of or end of your video. I always say that I'm going to do that. I want to dig out these old photos I have. I keep meaning to do it. I have some old pictures and I want to show some of these old pictures at the end of my videos, but I got to find them. They're packed away. And we haven't really done anything for the past week because we had family in town. Brian's sister, her daughter was in town and she has a baby or a 5-year-old. So we went to Tombstone and I had never watched the gun show that they have there in Tombstone. And the little girl, she's only 5 years old. Hey, Craig, how you doing? I already answered your question, Craig. Now you're going to have to go back and watch. But you know how old I am. I'm 55. That was your question. And then the pizza oven. I talked about the pizza oven, how it's going to be done soon. Don't worry about it, Craig. I'm going to get the pizza oven done. So anyway, I was talking about how we went to Tombstone last week, and I'd never been to the gun show. Except for Brian's gun show. Brian, let's see your guns. He said no. He probably really wants to show them off, though. Oh gosh, I said it again. I'm thinking about the gun show. Oh yeah, Dawn says, Brian, my travel Berkey is here. I almost accused the UPS guy of bringing the wrong item because it was too small. Turns out it's in 2 pieces and they fit together. Going to try it out soon. Yeah, that's right. It has 2 pieces and it has filters, and every now and then you have to clean out the filters. But we love our Berkey. Anyway, I really, Craig, I forgot to go onto Facebook and say I was changing it to 2:00. Because the reason was Doug was supposed to come over, our neighbor, at 3, but then it turns out he canceled it. He's coming tomorrow instead. So I did put it on Instagram that I changed the time to 2:00. Boo! Craig's booing me. Craig, I told Craig he should start doing, you know what you should do, Craig, is start your videos. And I will be at all of your lives. Now, let me finish my story about Tombstone. So what happened was we went to the gunfight at the OK Corral. And I put on my earplugs and it did not. One of the gunshots came and I almost came out of my skin. It was so loud. I couldn't believe it. Are real guns out? I don't remember how guns sound, but it was so loud that even my earplugs didn't help. And I had to just sit there like that. So I couldn't even hear what they were saying, but I knew what they were saying. And then the little girl, our niece, started crying because she was scared. She thought the guns were real, so we had to tell her it wasn't real, that they weren't actually shooting at each other. Okay, Nona Grace says she had to or asked her iPad to remind. I just happened to see. Oh, well, that's good. That's usually how if I set a reminder, I don't get reminded. I don't know. I don't know why. But I usually just like with Jim's, he has it every Thursday, so I always remember. I would show up to my lives at the posted times. I'm ironing out the details, Craig. Also, I found out that we can only do lives from Google Chrome, Google Chrome, not from Safari. So when I first set it up, I set it up for 2:30 on Safari, and then Brian goes, "Did you set it up on Google Chrome?" And I said, "No." Oh, hi, Cheryl. Cheryl from Desert Diva. She has a great channel. Thank you for stopping by. I Google. Yeah, for some reason Safari doesn't work. I tried doing lives a few times and it did not work. So Brian, Don wanted me to tell you that he's delighted that we both checked out the videos of his. It makes it fun to create them knowing folks will watch and comment. Don makes great videos too. Everybody on here, Nona Grace, Craig, I don't know about Craig. Craig would probably make great videos if Brian's shaking his head. Craig knows a lot. I call him Encyclopedia Brown. Cheryl's working on her taxes. You're going to give back part of your stimulus check. Why? Hey, did we get a stimulus check? I think we did. I don't know what's going on with our money. I don't even know if we have any. Brian takes care of all the money. It used to be whenever my mom was alive that she took care of all of the finances and my dad had no clue. So whenever my mom passed away, we had to like show my dad everything, how to do everything. So he figured it out. So I guess that's what I would do if something ever happened to Brian. But ooh, you owe money to the feds. Ouch. We probably do too. When are you going to do our taxes, Brian?
No.
Come sit with me. Come sit with me. Oh, Jim does all the online bank transfers, Nona Grace says. I'm still a little behind on your videos, Nona Grace. I don't know how you do one every day. I couldn't. I don't know how. I probably should do one every day, but I just why don't I do one every day, Brian? I don't know. Let me see. Okay. How we got started. Oh yeah, I was saying that Brian hated his job. I liked my job, but Brian had this this idea that he was gonna try to do a wakeboard park, and that kind of fell through because I don't even remember why it fell through. Yes, I do too. I try not to edit. Hey, though I've been doing what I call quickie videos where I just do like one take and don't edit it. It's much easier to do it that way, to try to like edit it and put all the fancy music, and that's not fancy, but it is a process to try to upload it. And our computer is very old, so it takes a while. And we got a laptop, and then we were going to put all the videos on there, and now it seems like the laptop is just sitting there. But your videos are great, Nona Grace. You stick in like the Mr. Brown chicken when you and like chicken stuff, and you're going out to get the eggs and things. That's cool. So I'm working on. do have a couple of clips that I'm gonna piece together pretty soon, and I'll probably go out tomorrow and take some footage of Brian's digging out a big, what do you call it? A place for a trench for a pipe, because that's what he's doing next, is to install a pipe, and then we're going to start filling tires again. Craig Stern does not have a channel yet, but I think that it will be called As the World Sterns. Am I allowed to give that away? Craig, are you eating? His channel's in the works. He still has a day job, so he doesn't have a whole lot of time. But I think he's going to be unemployed soon. I don't know. Oh, that reminds me. I had a shingles vaccine, and it hurt. It was very sore. I knew a couple of people that had shingles, and they said it was horrible, so I do not want to get it. And so I had the first vaccine, but then it's coming up. I'm due for the vaccine. I think I might go and get it on Wednesday. But my dad and my stepmom have had the vaccine, and my dad is 87, so he was fine. He said both the first and second. He did not have anything bad happen at all. So, where I'm from, I think I'm looking at my notes over there. I'm from Texas, and Brian is originally from Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh? Let me think. What else was I going to talk about? Things are moving slowly. The wind is blowing very hard. But hopefully we will be filling up some more tires, or we, as in Brian, will be. I'll probably help some. I wonder if I'm too new to do a live video. I think that you can, Don could do a live, I believe. So
just can't do it on his phone.
You can't do it on your phone.
Until you get 1,000.
Until you get 1,000.
He's actually close, isn't he?
He's actually close. So Cheryl from Desert Diva says that she was watching the Rocky Point site on Facebook, and they had a party bus. No one was wearing a mask, and they were going bar hopping.
Sounds right.
Oh, Don doesn't use his phone. Oh, wow. Don's at 900. See, I don't know what the secret is. I think Don is, his videos are very good. And I'm not saying mine are terrible. Maybe I just don't spend enough time. I don't know. It's just, is it a fluke? What do you think? What do you guys think? Pam, this is easy, Don says. It's easy for some people. I don't know what he's got. He says, I'm old. People want to see the oldster doing the off-grid thing and not break a hip. Oh my gosh, guess who's joining us? MidlifePrices. It must be Brian, unless someone hacked our account. Can Pam even see me? I can't see much. You should see the font size that he has. I was gonna say, Dawn, maybe they're hoping that you break Yep, and they want to see you. They want to see if you can do it, and you're all alone. Are you? Do you get lonely over there, Don? We mean to come and we're meaning to come and visit and go have some pizza. And was it called Mystic Pizza or Magical Pizza? Mysterious Pizza. There's a place in Sierra Vista, around Sierra Vista, I think. We definitely want to visit there. For some reason, they were low on the mulch or something. Desert Diva Cheryl says, "Oh, mimosa, because my grandma had mimosa trees." Okay. I get distracted easily, in case you guys didn't notice. Usually when someone has a large channel, even if you have a crappy channel. That's true, because we had someone dropped our name, and actually Brian was on what's fudge. Handyman Derek mentioned our Midlife Prices channel, and that's when we did get like 1,000 subscribers, like in one day. There's been like 2 people that started off-grid channels, Dawn and it's called Off-Grid Simple Living. They went from like 100 to now they're up past 5,000 subscribers, and they do really good videos, and what they're doing is really cool. They prefer to remain anonymous. What did a bird just fly over the sun? I saw Priceless. Hey, I thought we thought about naming our channel or not our channel. We used to have a boat, and I wanted to name it Priceless because our last name is Prices. If we get 10 in a day, I get excited. Yeah, well, Midlife Prices is kind of, I don't know if it's kind of just at a standstill at the moment. Brian has a hard time putting out videos because he's very busy working, and he does have a video in the works right now about our water tanks and where we got them, and he's interviewing the guy, Rick. But right now he's doing Spanish, but I'm on the computer, so he can't. I think he's gonna work on his video after I'm done, because he can't really work outside today. He's digging the trench. And how deep are you digging this trench, Brian? Brian? 2 feet? Are you gonna do 2 feet?
It's well,
And then
it starts out at 2 feet, but it slopes. So depending on how deep where the ground is at, that's just not a simple answer to that question.
He can't answer the question, but it's gonna be a pipe and lead to the straw bale house. And at what I would like to know, when do we get the straw bales? When do the straw bales happen? I think the answer is after. Cheryl says, I can't watch any more Dollar Tree hauls or unboxing videos. I have nothing to unbox. I don't like shopping because I really don't like unboxing things. I don't like to try on clothes. I need clothes desperately. When our house is built, we're going to go on a shopping spree and buy some new clothes. What was I talking about before that? Oh, when do the straw bales come? Brian, when does the straw bales come? After? Never. You're full of it. so the straw bales happen after the thing called the sill plate, and the sill plate is it's like wooden, and that's going to go on top of the tires. And then he puts nails in to make it like toothy, and then that's what the bales go on that. Oh, I think that I answered everything on my list. So I guess Timmy decided Timmy's probably playing video games. I'm afraid to tell Pam when anything will happen because she'll complain. Oh, I was gonna say why I think I complain so much. I think the reason is because when I was younger, I have a bunch of brothers and sisters, and I I I didn't get enough attention, and the only way I got attention is when I was complaining about my whatever happened, like if I had a wreck on my bike or something. So that's why I complain a lot, I think. I'm trying not to complain as much, but I just tend to want to let everyone know how I feel. So Nona Grace says she hasn't been shopping in forever. Oh my gosh. I wish Brian would go get groceries. Every now and then he does, but whenever I send Brian for groceries, because I buy lots of produce, he'll call me like 10 times and ask me 100 questions, even though I've answered these questions a lot of times. Okay, let me see what do we have a projected date for our house to be done? Used to knew someone in Hatch had a rammed earth home. Oh. So I have seen rammed earth homes and they looked really cool, but takes a lot of work. I actually helped out with Jim and Yvonne from Upside Downsizing, went and worked on somebody's a long time ago, Factotum Farms, I think it was. I think the projected date is, let's see, if we get the bales sometime in March, and then I'm gonna say June, July. That would be like when we have the outside plastered. I could be dreaming here. I don't know. We'll see. But plastering is very hard. We're going to have to get lots of dirt and clay and straw. And I have to wear goggles apparently because wind is bad for your eyeballs if you're old. Older, I should say. Thinking of doing that as well, learning more about it. Would be great to create a tool shed. Mud chats. Sorry, I'm distracted by the wind. Dried in before the monsoon. So that's pretty much what I said, July. We're hoping to be inside before summer, at least. Clay bricks are a good idea. I need to start going and bringing up. It's really good for me too. Bringing up the dirt. I get it. I fill up the dirt. I fill up the wagon with the dirt, gorilla cart, and then pull it up. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to probably wrap this up. I never saw Taylor and Melissa. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing that I just decided this morning, and then I changed the time, so I need to pick a set time and just stick with that time and try to do this like every Sunday. But we're also doing lives on Wednesdays on MidlifePrices, so all right, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, Cheryl, Dawn, Nona Grace, Michelle, and Terry. I remembered their names. And if you don't mind, hit the like button. Please. Oh, and Craig. I'm glad. I hope that my eye will be completely white by next week. I think I'm going to call the eye doctor tomorrow, or the doctor, and see if they can call in some prescription eye drops maybe. Thank you very much. And everybody have a good day and be careful out there. And we will see you later. And I'll see some of you on Wednesday on Midlife Prices live stream. I think we'll have some stuff to talk about by then. So thanks. Bye-bye.